Baby, sit down and brace yourself because this divorce between Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker has officially entered the no-return zone. This ain't your regular celebrity breakup. Nah, this is the kind of collapse where lawyers start sweating, judges start side-eyeing, and somebody's public image is about to get dragged across the internet like a busted wig on a windy day. And guess what? It all starts with one terrifying line from Todd Tucker's legal team. Kandi, do not destroy evidence, baby. When a lawyer says that, you already know the tea is scorching. From the moment Todd Tucker filed his response, the energy shifted. It wasn't calm, it wasn't cordial, it was war. Straight up war. Todd didn't just push back. He dropped a legal bomb. He didn't want shared custody. He didn't want equal responsibility. Oh no. Todd Tucker said he wants full custody, primary custody, permanent custody. Basically, I have been raising these kids, and I'm not stepping back now. And the second Kandi Burruss read that, baby, her whole legal strategy flipped like a mattress on Black Friday. Remember, Kandi's first complaint was chill. She said, let's share custody. She was trying to keep things balanced, peaceful, controlled. But the moment Todd came in swinging like he was training for a legal heavyweight championship, her tone changed real quick. Suddenly, sharing was out the window. Suddenly, Kandi Burruss rewrote her entire complaint and demanded full custody too. Oh, the marriage may be over, but the competition, oh, that's just getting warmed up. And don't forget, Todd Tucker didn't file that custody request alone. Nope. His powerhouse attorney, Randy Kessler, didn't just show up, he rolled in with backup. Another attorney from his office, working side by side, making sure every word hits like a punch. And when they sent that letter to Kandi's legal team, it wasn't a suggestion. It was a warning, a threat. A don't you dare delete anything, because we know what you have type of message. And baby, when a spouse starts talking about electronic evidence, that means somebody's phone, somebody's iPad, somebody's messages, somebody's videos. Yeah, it's giving scandal. Let's talk about reactions because Kandi Burruss, she panicked. And I mean panicked fast. How do we know? Because it takes one day, one single day after Todd filed his response for Kandi to run straight to the courthouse and file an emergency request. Not for custody, not for money, not for property. No, baby, she requested for the judge to seal the entire case file. Let me repeat that. Kandi Burruss wants every single document, every recording, every transcript, every exhibit locked away from the public. Now here's where it gets messy. Because if sealing the case was so important, why didn't Kandi request it on day one? Why wait until after Todd's attorneys accused her of potentially deleting evidence? Why wait until after the custody battle went nuclear? Why wait until after certain electronic materials suddenly became relevant? Baby, something happened. Something shifted. Something scared Kandi Burruss enough to slam on the brakes and say, Judge, hide everything before the blogs get it. And let's be real, these two aren't regular people. They're not just some couple arguing over the kitchen table. Kandi is a Grammy-winning songwriter, Real Housewife, multi-million-dollar businesswoman. Todd is a producer, entrepreneur, and co-owner of every restaurant and project they touched. They live in public. They profit from public attention. Their fame is their brand. So for someone like Kandi Burruss to beg the court to hide the file, that means whatever is inside that evidence is way too explosive to survive the headlines. And yes, she gave the judge a whole list of reasons. She said, we're public figures. She said, the children's safety is at risk. She said, our financial information must remain confidential. She said, our addresses are already exposed. She said, publicity could compromise the case. All valid reasons. Sure, but let's be honest. In celebrity divorces, sealing isn't rare, but the timing is everything. And Kandi waited until after Todd Tucker made that chilling demand about not destroying evidence. Baby, I'm sorry, but that timing is screaming louder than Mama Joyce at a reunion taping. And let's talk about that evidence again, because the transcript makes it very clear. It's electronic. It may include videos. It may include recordings. It may include messages. And whatever it is, Todd Tucker believes it's valuable enough to protect legally. Now ask yourself, what evidence could TODD have? What evidence is Kandi scared might leak? Why is sealing the file suddenly her top priority? Because, baby, somebody knows something about somebody. This divorce isn't just emotional, it's strategic, and this couple wasn't together for 11 months. They were together for 11 years. And 11 years of cameras, businesses, reality TV, co-parenting, money, houses, lawsuits, and personal life. That's enough digital evidence to fill a whole Netflix documentary. And don't forget the restaurants. Oh yes, the restaurants. Because the narrator gave a reminder, creditors have already sued Todd and Kandi in the past. And if they're divorcing now, those creditors have a right to know how money will be split. Meaning sealing the file could hide information that other people legally want. This ain't just personal. This is financial warfare. So here we are, Todd Tucker wants full custody. Kandi Burruss wants full custody. TODD's attorneys are threatening about evidence. Kandi is running to the judge screaming, "Seal it all." And somewhere in between, there's a truth that neither one wants the world to hear. But baby, the world is listening anyway. When we jump into part 2, the scene darkens even more, because now it's about what Kandi Burruss wants sealed. It's about why she suddenly needs it sealed so desperately. And trust me, the tone in her filing tells the whole story. Kandi isn't trying to hide a little embarrassment. She isn't trying to control a narrative. She isn't trying to avoid a few blogs. No, baby. She is trying to bury something deep. Something she does not ever want read, screenshot, reposted, or turned into a Bravo storyline. Her motion to seal mentions confidential financial details and residential addresses. Sure. But then it slips into something more telling. She wants protection from social media exposure and from internet media at large. That means she is terrified of something going viral. Terrified of something blowing up on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Terrified of this story getting bigger than she can control. But here's the kicker, the narrator flat out says it. There is something Kandi does not want the public to know. Something inside those files. Something inside that evidence. Something inside that 11-year relationship that could shake the entire internet. And baby, that's the kind of tea we know is piping hot. Meanwhile, Todd Tucker is not backing down. His filing is aggressive. He's standing firm on custody, on his narrative, on his rights, in the way his lawyers worded that evidence request. Oh, it wasn't casual at all. They made sure the judge saw it. They made sure the blogs would eventually see it. They made sure the world would understand. We believe Kandi is capable of destroying evidence. We believe she has something damaging. We believe this evidence matters to the case. You don't put that in writing unless you're confident. And Todd Tucker wasn't alone. Remember, he had 2 attorneys working together, positioning him like a man with a serious legal strategy. Not revenge, not pettiness, a strategy. And when a spouse pulls out strategy, baby, the marriage is already burned down to ash. Let's talk about the emotional undertones. You can hear the disgust. You can hear the resentment. You can hear the feeling of betrayal. The narrator even reenacted a meltdown moment like, "Don't come over here, I don't want to see your face. I'm sorry I married you." That isn't scripted drama, that's the energy in this divorce. This isn't business as usual. This is 2 people who once shared everything, now pulling claws out like strangers. But the strangest part? Kandi Burruss, the woman who built her career on transparency, vulnerability, openness, and keeping it real, is now fighting harder than ever to hide something. She's running from exposure. She's begging the judge to stop the public from seeing inside her marriage. Baby, when the queen of Speak On It is suddenly silent, you know it's serious. And it gets even wilder. The judge might not even approve the sealing. Because creditors, lenders, investors, restaurants all have financial interest in this divorce. And when businesses are involved, the court doesn't seal easily. That means Kandi Burruss could still face a public unraveling even after begging the court not to let it happen. And the narrator warned, if the judge doesn't seal this, the blogs are going to explode. They didn't say explode, they meant detonate. A nuclear-level gossip storm. And let's be honest, this isn't just about their marriage ending. This is about image, power, reputation, legacy, the public relationship they sold for years. The perfect Bravo couple who fought but always made up. The business partners who stacked millions together. The co-parents who smiled for the cameras even when chaos was brewing at home. That facade is gone now, completely gone. And what's left is raw, ugly, unfiltered truth. Todd Tucker wants to show the world his side. Kandi Burruss wants to stop the world from seeing hers. And the court is standing right in the middle, holding the matchbook. And here's where the real twist hits. Everyone knows divorces reveal the truth, the finances, the secrets, the resentments, the things couples hide for years. But celebrity divorces? Oh, they reveal even more. They reveal the off-camera version of the people we idolize. And this time, it looks like we are about to meet the version of Kandi Burruss she never wanted to show. Because sealing the file isn't about protecting her kids. It isn't about safety, it isn't about privacy. It's about control, it's about fear. It's about one specific truth she doesn't want exposed. And Todd Tucker, he's not scared. Not anymore. He's ready to fight, ready to reveal, ready to prove something. The divorce may be in court, but the real battle is happening behind those sealed documents. And baby, whatever is inside them, it's enough to make Kandi Burruss shake. So now, all we can do is wait. Wait for the judge's decision. Wait for the next filing. Wait for the next leak. Wait for the next twist. Because this divorce is not calming down. It is escalating. It is burning. It is spiraling. And baby, it is far from over.